Hello, my name is Georgia, and I'll be giving this presentation on my experience at Airstream Studio photo booth as a marketing and online promotions assistant. I'm interested in travel journalism, photography, and creative writing, and will discuss my role and experience at the company in the context of my future goals and developing skill set. Airstream Studio photo booth is a family-run business specializing in high-end mobile photo booths for events, functions, and photo shoots. Their aims were to branch out from the vintage wedding market that they are currently very successful in and reach out to the corporate events industry, presenting themselves as more versatile and applicable to any style of event. As a creative thinker, I was excited to get to work rebranding and was happy in my role of marketing and online promotions assistant. In short, my role was based around expanding the reach of our social media and really just polishing up the website and making edits to the main body of text so that A, it read smoothly, and B, it sold the brand. This idea of selling our brand was integral to the role. To gain a better understanding of the values, aesthetic, and direction of the company, I had a meeting with M, my boss, who went through the way business is generally conducted, the demographic and typical events that we were hired for, and the goals and future direction of the company. We discussed the possibility of moving away from the vintage branding, as whilst a good selling point proved to be more limiting in terms of our scope for events. Alongside this, my role included selling the newer mobile photo booths that the company has. These were less popular as they were a recent addition, and they're useful for business as they provided a smaller, more affordable package for customers. For me, this placement supported my goal of being a travel writer due to both its proximity with photography and gaining an understanding of business and marketing. Oftentimes, people who make a living out of traveling work with advertising companies, selling and promoting brands, as emphasized in Nicole Spector in her article, How Travel Writing Evolved into Travel Blogging, and what brands get from both. Gaining experience in marketing and promotions is very relevant to modern-day travel writing. Likewise, Spector touches on the rise of travel blogging, incorporating both writing skills and photography, and even video production. My role at Airstream required me to work closely with images and video, with the opportunity for me to produce my own photo and video content. In my opinion, this experience is vital for successful blogging, as research on the Skyward content marketing platform suggests an increase in blog views of approximately 94% when posts include relevant images. Overall, I was really lucky to be able to fine-tune my experience with Airstream Studio, so that it strengthened my abilities in areas relevant to my future aspirations as a travel writer. An example of this would be creating video content for our social media channels. Unfortunately, due to coronavirus, I ended up having to work remotely for the majority of my placement. This meant that when it came to making the video content I had planned, I was unable to choose the clips I wanted from the file of pre-recorded video content in our office. I asked Em to send over clips that she liked, and explained my goal for the video with a storyboard. The storyboard was an important first step in video production. As Steve Penfold asserts in his blog post, Why Storyboards Are Important, it allowed me to increase the efficiency of my design and development process. I wanted the video to emphasize the break from the vintage scene that Em and I had discussed, but still fit with the aesthetic of the videos already on the website. So I made sure to watch our YouTube videos with the most views and note the style. To move away from the vintage branding, I decided that creating juxtaposition was an effective way to do this after reading Psychology of Black and White and What They Mean for Your Business. I decided that black and white was a good way to encompass this notion of contrast creating completion. The black and white effect allowed me to embrace the vintage image, and then moving to colour allowed the release of this image, showcasing our ability to do much more than purely vintage. I requested clips of the more adventurous, out-of-the-box events that Airstream had been hired for, including a beer festival and corporate parties, as these were the types of events we wanted to expand to. Showcasing our versatility is a step towards gaining customers outside of our typical wedding demographic. After feedback from M, I added the Airstream Studio logo at the end of the video. In future, I'd like to be able to select my own clips to really see my project ideas come to life, and would like to consider using interview in the videos to give them a foundation and purpose. I'm afraid they can come across as too artsy, but also find that this showcases our creativity well as a company. The video will be uploaded to the Facebook page, YouTube, and a small snippet will feature on our Instagram. I learned that I work well under extreme circumstances and developed my skills of independent thinking and resourcefulness. Another project I worked on for Airstream was rewriting the main bodies of text on the website. and was, in the best way, far too humble about the brand's successes and unique services, and this translated into the text on the website as a little wishy-washy and repetitive. I went through the text and gave it more of an edge, giving it the confidence and personality that is proven to lead to success. Research into lovable marketing in Business Town's article, 7 Ways to Write About Your Small Business, inspired me to create a business voice and tone that inspires and captures customers. When they fall in love with your brand, they become advocates, an incredible promotion tool. This adaptability of writer's voice is an important skill to fine-tune in any area of journalism, including travel writing. Having the ability to write appropriately for a wide range of publications will be a useful tool and will allow me to have a wide variety of work to show future employers. I feel that I made the website a lot easier to read. I brought the brand's identity to the forefront and showcased the services offered by Airstream Studios with a creative, clear and sincere voice, which will capture customers' attention and hopefully lead to an increase in business. Here, I familiarised myself with the ins and outs of business appeal and marketing, which I'd previously been apprehensive to learn about. And I learned that I had quite a good grasp on it, which was quite surprising. I applied my own voice with a professional voice and developed marketing vocabulary. This was all approved and appreciated by M, who liked and implemented the changes I suggested. Amidst the coronavirus outbreak, business for Airstream Studio has been hit hard. As published in Financial Times, over 21,000 UK businesses collapsed in March, and this number is expected to increase. In order to do what I could for the company, I created an email template to send out to venues, acknowledging the times and wishing them safety, and informing them of our services, reaching out to be added to the list of preferred suppliers when the world returns to some form of normality. I chose to send an email as it was more personal than a video or web post, which would have had a broad reach, but the email guaranteed the message would be received, and to me, seemed to embody our values more. I kept the voice used to rewrite the website, caring and friendly but still professional, and asked Em to select images that she liked to accompany the email, so that it was more eye-catching. Until then, all that can be done at Airstream Studios is wait for business to return, along with the safety of the world. Here I developed my communication skills, my writing skills, and my confidence when reaching out to customers. It was a good way to ease into this reaching out to customers, which was something I was previously nervous about, as I felt that the message was kind and compassionate and would have been received well. In terms of my personal development at my time at Airstream, I have become a much more independent thinker and gained a confidence in my creative ideas due to the positive feedback I've had from the company. When I first started, I was constantly checking to see if what I was doing was up to standard, and I was uncomfortable suggesting or making changes as I didn't feel qualified to do so. With feedback and trust from my superiors, I was able to gain a sense of trust in my own ideas and my skills, and was able to prove that I can achieve what I set my mind to a high standard, regardless of previous experience or difficult circumstances. Professionally, I've learned how to create content and how to use video editing software, and I've broadened my customer service skills and now feel confident reaching out to customers online and personally, as I've learned how to allow my personality to shine through the screen. I have more confidence at the prospect of applying to travel jobs that include marketing and promotions, as I now have a much better understanding of the requirements. I'm more interested than I expected to be in this area, as I've realised the depth and possibility for creativity in the role. As a whole, the experience working for Airstream Studio Photo Booth has been truly informative, exciting and valuable to my development as an English student pursuing a career in travel writing. I hope to continue my relationship with the company after my placement, and was offered a summer job managing and promoting the smaller mobile photo booths. Whether this will go forward now is unknown due to the unprecedented times in which we find ourselves, but I'd like to think that I've impacted Airstream Studios as positively as they've impacted me.